This is the Thatcher High School Booster Club live stream of the Thatcher Eagles versus the Pima Rough Riders, with live commentary provided by Mike Thompson of the Gila Valley Sportsman and sponsored by KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill on Highway 70 in Thatcher. Now here's your host, Mike Thompson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thatcher Booster Club YouTube video feed, live from John T. Mickelson Stadium here in Thatcher, Arizona. Tonight's game is between the visiting Rough Riders from Pima and the home team this evening, your Thatcher Eagles. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by KAINOA'S. Mobetta, everything's Mobetta at KAINOA'S on Main Street in Thatcher. They'll be our featured sponsor of the night. We appreciate them for all that they do for sponsoring this telecast. My name is Michael Thompson, and I run the Gila Valley Sportsman Facebook site, and tonight's producer is Chip Griffin, executive producer from EAC. So, a couple of things to start out. Pima, who will be the visitor, are wearing their white jerseys with blue pants and yellow numbers. They are kind of hard to see, so I'll be using binoculars tonight, so bear with me on their numbers. Thatcher will be wearing their standard home uniform, the green with white numbers and gray pants. It's a beautiful evening here in Thatcher, just a slight wind out of the south. I don't think it'll affect anything as the captains begin to warm up and Thatcher begins to take the field. Thatcher comes into this contest at 6-0, and Pima comes in at 3-2. Pima lost their first two games of the season to Arizona Lutheran 6-24 and to Wilcox 14-24. At that time, they made some adjustments. Coach Bryant made some adjustments, and they've won their last three games. They defeated Alchesay 30-0 at home. Then they defeated Bisbee 46-20 down in Bisbee, and 52-25 last week in Tombstone. So they're coming in on a three-game winning streak. For all intents and purposes, this is a rivalry game. Thatcher has the distinct privilege of having a rivalry game with the Safford and then turning around a couple weeks later and having one with Pima. And Pima is the underdog in this matchup, but you never know with a rivalry game. And with a rivalry game, they're going to come out. They have nothing to lose, and Thatcher needs to be ready. So with that being said, Thatcher comes in, I said, 6-0. Pretty much with the exception of the first game where they beat Morenci 15-0, they've pretty much rolled every opponent after that. From Arizona Leadership Academy 30-10, Sholo 60-6, Safford 28-20, Benson 48-6, and last week Santa Cruz here at home number 68, Connor Pippo, hope I say that right, and the last one is number 56 Brigden Hughes. For Thatcher it'll be number 7 Jack Kortzen, 70 Quintin Mack, looks like number 88 Cole Motes, and number 28 Riley Morris, and number 34 Quintin Turley. So captains are at the field. We'll have a coin flip and then we'll get started with this game. It looks like Dwayne Despain will be the white hat tonight on the field, and we're going to find out shortly. Tonight's keys to the game. Both teams run the ball really well, and so they're going to have to stop each other. Pima wants to take a long possessions, run the ball. Both teams need to get to the quarterbacks. If they can get to the passing game on either side, then they could cause problems. It looks like Thatcher won the toss and they deferred to the second half, and so Pima will be receiving, and we're going to have football. And then the last keys to the victory is Thatcher has been coming out slow, so they've got to be able to come out a little bit quicker, and Pima's going to have to play for 4 quarters. That's Thatcher's game. They're going to have to play them for 4 quarters because they're in shape, they're conditioned, and they're going to come after you. There is no surprise. They are going to run the ball tonight. So Santa Cruz tried to put 11 guys in the box last week and wasn't successful. They were able to get a couple of touchdowns in the air, which is unusual for Thatcher, but for the most part, they're going to run right after you. Lots of fans here tonight. The Pima side is full. The Thatcher side is full. And then again, the Booster Club. This is the Thatcher Booster Club feed, and tonight they will be giving away a prize at halftime. Could be an Aston home house. It could be a brand new Razor. It could be a brand new truck from Dodge. Several sponsors. They had the drawing and last night, and Michael SCHMICKLE was the one who won. SCHMICKLE. Michael SCHMICKLE. And so he'll have the opportunity to draw for a prize tonight out of the 250 envelopes. Looks like Connor Russell is going to kick it off for Thatcher as he lines up the ball at the 40. And back deep for Pima will be number 42, Edward Young. And remember, it's hard to see these numbers with these Pima uniforms, so just bear with me. It looks like we got a short kick to the up man. It's going to be 36, Josh Whitaker. He goes one way, he's come back the other way, and he's met by a host of Eagles. He breaks the tackle, continues out. He breaks another tackle. He's broken 10 tackles now, and he's finally brought down on the 45-yard line. So Montoya with the tackle. Javen Montoya, number 7 for the Eagles. Excuse me, number 10 for the Eagles. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Eagles, just short on the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Quarterback for Pima is going to be Jake Whitaker. Jake Whitaker hands it up to the first man through. It's going to be number 30, Murrieta. Gains about 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. And Thatcher is lined up in their typical 4-man line, front down front. And Pima's going to come to the ball. Top of the screen is going to be Caleb Barlow. Bottom of the screen is Young. Whitaker back with Hawkins in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Whitaker's going to take it right. He's met by number 28, Riley Morris, after a short gain of about 2 yards. So it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. It's already evident that Whitaker is going to be able to break tackles. They're going to have to tackle him low if they want to bring him down. And again, this is Pima's gameplay. They just want to run the ball, let the clock run, and see if they can't make some first downs. They're going to have to convert here on 3rd down, though. So got Ashby up at the top for Pima, Young down at the bottom. Whitaker back pass. Thatcher's rush. Whitaker makes a fake. Whitaker throws. Intercepted by Quintin Turley. Quintin Turley interception on the 40-yard line. Brought down immediately. He was brought down immediately by number 16, Brennan Hughes of Pima. So there's our first turnover of the game. Brenton Hughes bringing down Quintin Turley as Thatcher takes over 1st and 10. So Thatcher comes to the line. Looks like they're going to, down on the bottom of the screen is going to be Cole Motes. Up top is going to be 15, Trace Goodman. Quintin Turley and Riley Morris in the backfield. Jack Courtson hands to the second man. Quintin Turley makes one move to the right, breaks a tackle, squeezes through tackle, breaks another tackle. He's past midfield and down to about the 34-yard line. He's brought down by Young and number 73 for Pima, Trey Nelson. So a 30-yard run by Quintin Turley gives Thatcher a 1st down. So already we're seeing Thatcher's just going to run the ball. They come out. They've made some subs. It looks like Javen Montoya is going to be at the bottom of the screen, wide out. Trace Goodman up top. Is Courtson under the center. Courtson again gives it to the second man through Quintin Turley, number 34. And he's met immediately And he's stopped by number 33, Caleb Batraw. Most of the Thatcher and Pima both play both sides of the ball, so both teams are going to get their workout tonight. Thatcher again comes up to the line. Looks like Montoya is going to be split out top of the screen. Montoya's on the bottom. It's going to be Kamai out top. Quintin with the hand fakes first. Gives it to Quintin Turley. He breaks 2 tackles and brought down by a host of Rough Riders. About to the 25-yard line. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. So a yard short is going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Eagles. So here's Thatcher's first test. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. If you want to bet, they're going to run. But so we have running backs on either side of Quintin. It's going to be Turley and also Riley Morris. Flags everywhere. False start on Thatcher. That's going to back them up. We're going to replay 3rd down. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 6 after the penalty. Cole Moats at the bottom of the screen, lined out. Kamai will be at the top, and you're going to have Riley and Quintin Turley. Ball given from Quintin to the first man through, Riley Morris, who barrels down for a 15-yard gain and a first down around the 20-yard line. So first time Riley Morris carries the ball tonight, he carries it for 15 yards and a first down. Thatcher's got a lot of weapons. They're going to hand it to the first guy through. They're going to let Jack Quintin keep it, or they're going to pitch the ball. And if you'll notice, they're always subbing someone new in at wide receiver and also the running back positions. Okay, this time we're going to load heavy on the bottom of the screen, left, and that's going to be Trace Goodman and Cole Moats. Quintin again with the veer. He hands it off to the first man through, and that's going to be 28 Riley Morris with about a 4-yard gain. So 2nd and 6 as Thatcher's doing exactly what we thought they were going to do. They're just going to continue to hand off the ball. They are going to surprise you with a pass every once in a while. But for the most part, they're just going to run the ball. They're going to tire you out on offense, on your defense, with their offense. So here we are again. Thatcher comes up to the ball. It looks like we're going to have Kamai and Goodman split right, and Morris and Turley in the backfield. Quintin hands first through. He's met at the line. Riley Morris tackled to the line of scrimmage by 56 Hughes for Pima. And it's going to bring up about 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. So a big stand for Pima right now on 3rd down. And again, I apologize. I'm pretty much just watching this game through binoculars so I can get some Pima numbers. So it's a little different, but we'll get you what you need. Kamai's down low, split wide for the Eagles. Quintin gets the ball under center. He backs up, pitches to Turley. Turley gets about a 3, maybe a 4-yard gain. Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down, and we're going to be 4th and 2. So he got 2 yards. Quintin Turley for 2 yards, brought down by a host of Rough Riders. So 4th and 2 for the Eagles as they approach the line. Cole Moats coming to your bottom of your screen, split out wide. You're going to have number 2 and Javen Montoya up top with Quintin Turley and Morris in the backfield. Give his first man through to Morris. Morris gets close and almost to the goal. It's going to be at the 1-yard line. Going to be brought down by number 25, Tyson Hawkins. So we're going to have 1st and goal from the 1. So a good start for the Eagles as they're running the ball. They're controlling the clock and pretty much just doing what they want. So they come up to the line, 1st and goal. Cole Moats out wide left. Out wide right is going to be Trace Goodman as Quintin's under center. 2 backs either side of him in the backfield. Quintin down the line gives us the first man through. That's Quintin Turley. And Touchdown. Quintin Turley from 1 yard out. Thatcher touchdown. Thatcher scores first, 6-0. Connor Russell is going to line up for the extra point for the Eagles. Connor Russell has done really well with extra points this year. Just missed a couple. And Seth Lunt with the hold. Connor Russell with the kick. And it's good. So here from the Thatcher Booster Club YouTube video feed, it is Thatcher Eagles 7, Pima High School 0.
This Thatcher High School Booster Club live stream is brought to you by KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill. For a taste of the islands, go to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher. Their friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Their menu is big and their food is mo better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. We'd like to thank our sponsors, as we couldn't do this without them.
Welcome back, 7-0 Thatcher. Connor Russell the kick for Thatcher. Back deep is Murrieta and Young. Young's going to get the ball about the 5-yard line. Young goes forward, right up the middle, makes a move, and brought down by number 27 for Thatcher. Brick Skousen. So Brick Skousen on special teams gets in and brings Trey Young down. If you remember last year, this was a close game. It was 6-6 at halftime, and just after halftime, Pima scored and was actually leading Thatcher at 12-6 before Thatcher just exploded and went on a 40-8 run and beat Pima in Pima last year, 52-20. So anything can happen again. This is a rivalry game. First possession, both teams had the ball. Thatcher ends up scoring. Took about 4 or 5 minutes on that drive. Capped it off with a 1-yard Quintin Turley touchdown. Pima comes up to the line set. Whitaker at quarterback is going to send Young in motion. He's going to give it to Young. Young's outside. Young's following his blocker, and Young's brought down after a gain of about 5. Slow developing play, but nonetheless effective with a 5-yard gain. So 2nd and 5 for the Rough Riders. Rough Riders came out in a little bit different of a look there with Whitaker in shotgun formation. I'm sure they're going to be trying a few different things, especially now that they are down. Pima to the line. Whitaker in shotgun formation once again. Sends Young in motion the other way. Gives it to the first man through, number 30. Murrieta, who's brought down by a host of Eagles. No game. And that's 42 Shumway with the tackle and the stop of Murrieta. So here we are again. Pima's just giving Thatcher different looks, gaining 2 or 3 yards, but we're at 3rd and short again. Another opportunity for them to get that first down. Thatcher has 4 linemen down. Looks like we're going to split Young to the bottom of the screen. Whitaker is chased down. Whitaker is almost sacked by Cole Motes, and an incomplete pass. So Whitaker, being chased by Motes, has to get rid of the ball, and incomplete pass, which is going to bring up 4th and 2. We're going to see what Pima decides to do here. I assume they're going to punt the ball away to Thatcher. Looks like back deep to punt is going to be Tyson Hawkins for Pima. He gets the ball. Oh, it's almost blocked. He didn't get a great kick. As number 20, Dodge, receives the punt, goes about 15 yards, but we do have a flag on the play. I think that we're going to, because he didn't get a piece of it, I think we're going to get roughing the passer. roughing the kicker. Sorry about that. So automatic first down for Pima after a roughing the kicker. Thatcher fans not happy about that, but very happy the Pima Rough Rider fans as Pima's going to march the ball an additional 15 yards down the field. But that's football. You got to make the play, and you can't touch the kicker. When you touch the kicker, it's a penalty. So out wide, number 33, Caleb Batraw. Whitaker goes back under center, misses the handoff, goes wide, is met by number 7, Quintin. So Whitaker on the left side looks like he's going to gain about 2 yards. Clock's still running. We got about 3:44 left in the first quarter. We're going to be 2nd and 8. It looks like Young just went straight through, didn't get the handoff. Some sort of read, and Whitaker ended up with the ball. So we have Rough Riders to the line. You got Hayden Ashby out wide at the top of the screen. Young at the bottom of the screen. Whitaker under center. Looks like a little movement there. And they're going to say number 73, Trey Nelson. False start. Oh, no. They're marching that off the other 5-yard penalty. 2nd down. And it looks about like 13. So here we are. Whitaker under center. Young. Split out wide. Whitaker back. He's looking at Young the whole way. He's looking at Young. Young falls. Trace Goodman almost gets an interception. Incomplete pass. And we do have a flag on the field. Another flag. We're going to find out what that is. Personal foul on the defense, roughing the passer. So just like in the NFL, you got to leave the quarterback alone. The NFL's gotten really strict on their penalties for protecting the quarterback, and it's going to be the same way in high school. You got to leave him alone. Allow him to throw that ball or get in there quicker. One of the two. So 15 yards marked out. Another first down for the Eagles. 3:02 left in the first. 7-0 Eagles. Pima to the line again. Hayden Ashby split wide with Young. Whitaker under center. Whitaker with a quick handoff to number 25, Tyson Hawkins, who's going to fight for about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Rough Riders. Number 33, Caleb Batraw into the game for Pima. He looks like he's the one bringing the play in from the sidelines. Coach John Bryant for the Pima Rough Riders, his first year coaching 11-man football. We're going to have Whitaker under center. He's going to throw the ball up with a fake and give it to 25 as he goes through. That's Hawkins once again. He's going to get another 1, maybe 2 yards. It's going to bring up another test for Pima. 3rd and about 6. Ashby bringing in the play for Pima. Ball spotted on the 36 in Thatcher territory. Pima comes to the line. We got Young and Ashby split right and left. I formation behind Whitaker. Whitaker fakes the handoff, is back, is being chased by Cole Moats, gets rid of the ball, and he throws it up, and there isn't any riders anywhere close. And Moats makes a good decision on his play with Whitaker not to get the roughing, and it looks like it's going to be 4th down and 6 from about the 37 for the Pima Rough Riders. So a big decision here for Coach John Bryant, and they haven't completed a pass yet, and they haven't really gained more than about 4 or 5 yards. So that's about what they're looking at. So they're going to have to come up with something. 1:37 seconds left in the first quarter. Thatcher 7, Pima Rough Riders 0. So 2 split. Whitaker in the shotgun with Young to his right. Sends Young in motion. Fake to Young. He's going to keep it and go off the right side. He breaks a tackle and is brought down by number 81 for the Thatcher Eagles, Spencer Stevens. And Spencer Stevens gives the Eagles the first down. And at this time, we're going to hear from our sponsors.
Come to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher for a taste of the islands. Our friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Our menu is big. Our food is more better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. Come see us at KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill.
Thatcher comes out on their second possession with Gavin Bryce taking the first handoff, taking it about 9 yards. Second down. Thatcher's going into their hurry-up NASCAR offense, and Jack Cortson's down. He gives it again. First man through is Bryce, and Bryce is going to get that first down for Thatcher. So 2 hands off to Bryce. Bryce is kind of like a little Energizer bunny for the Thatcher Eagles as they bring him in, give him some energy, and give him the ball a couple of times. Hard to bring him down. So another first down for Thatcher. They come to the line. They're going to send Javen Montoya to the top of the screen wide and Kamai down at the bottom. I formation behind Cortson. Cortson back. Is it going to pitch to Brenton Dodge? Brenton Dodge gets a great block by Quintin Turley. Takes the ball 10 yards after he's brought down by number 16 for Pima, Hughes. So yet again, another running back touching the ball for Thatcher. That's Brenton Dodge, junior running back for Thatcher. About 25 seconds left in the quarter. Looks like we're going to get one more play before the quarter. Thatcher comes to the line with Goodman and Kamai out wide. I formation. Giving the ball to the first man through. That's number 3, Gavin Bryce, who's brought down by number 73, Trey Nelson. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter here in Thatcher, as we have the Thatcher Eagles 7, Pima Rough Riders 0.
We'd like to congratulate Michael SCHMICKLE for winning the Thatcher High School Booster Club raffle. He will be selecting his prize tonight at halftime.
Hello and welcome back to the Thatcher Booster Club YouTube feed. My name is Michael Thompson, Gila Valley Sportsman on Facebook if you follow that, and Chip Griffin, the producer here for tonight's YouTube broadcast from Thatcher. So we have a change of quarters, 7-0 Thatcher after a 1-yard touchdown run from Quintin Turley. We just got an update from Sarita. Safford, after 1 quarter, leads Sarita 7-0. So 7-0 here and 7-0 there in Sarita. Safford tries to get another win. Thatcher comes out and sends Kamai to the top of the screen. Goodman split right. Cortson under center. Gavin Bryce and Brenton Dodge in the backfield in the eye. Ball's given to the first man through, Gavin Bryce, and he's going to get about 5 yards, and it's going to be a first down for the Eagles. The yard crew had the markers wrong, but here we go. 1st and 10 Thatcher from the 25-yard line. And it looks like everybody didn't know what the snap count was. Everybody moved early from the quarterback to Bryce in the backfield. Dead ball, false start, Eagles. So 5 yards, going to be 1st and 15 for the Eagles. So if you're Pima, you have to be happy. It's only 7-0 after one quarter. If they can get something going on offense and get a stop here, they're in this game. Thatcher comes to the line. It's going to be Javen Montoya and Cole Moat split right and left, respectively. Quintin under center. He's back to pass. Quick pass to Cole Moat, who stretches. And he's brought down by Young and Murrieta. So quick look-in pass from Quintin to Moats. Moats has about 5 or 6 inches on Murrieta. Thatcher's going to go to their hurry-up offense. They're going to line up immediately. Cole Moats left again. Chase Goodman split right. Ball's given quickly to number 32, Brock Jones. So Brock Jones takes the ball down to the 2-yard line. It looks like it's going to be 2nd down and goal for the Eagles. Eagles come once again in their hurry-up offense. Ball's given, first man through, met by number 50 Pazinski for Pima. He bounces off Pazinski and into the end zone for a touchdown. So Brock Jones, 3-yard touchdown, and he's going to take the score to 13-0 for the Eagles early second quarter. Connor Russell back to attempt the PAT. Number 23, Seth Lunt holding. Ball is snapped, a little high, he gets it down. Connor Russell, good. So early into the second quarter, another short run. Eagles 14, Rough Riders 0.
Come to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher for a taste of the islands. Our friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Our menu is big. Our food is more better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. Come see us at KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill.
So welcome back to John T. Mickelson Field, home of the Thatcher Eagles. Thatcher on another short run, this time by Brock Jones, takes the score to 14-0. Again, this is your Thatcher High School Booster Club YouTube feed this evening. My name is Michael Thompson, and our sponsor tonight is KAINOA'S. KAINOA'S is Mo Better. Connor Russell back to kick. Deep, Murrieta and Young. Looks like Young is going to take the ball. He's going to miss it about the 8. He's going to pick it up about the 6. He makes one move and then brought down by a host of Eagles. And that looks like it's going to be number 20, Brenton Dodge. Brenton Dodge brings down Young. It's going to be 1st and 10 Pima. Brick Skousen in on that stop too for Thatcher. It's going to be 1st and 10 Pima. From about the 11. This is going to be go time for Pima. Pima needs to get something going here on offense and get some momentum as Thatcher is just taking control of the ball game. So Pima to the line. Going to send Hayden Ashby wide and Young wide in the backfield. We're going to have Murrieta and Hawkins. Whitaker under center. He's down the line. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be brought down immediately. And that's number 28, Riley Morris. Riley Morris that time lined up in the down position rather than a linebacker, and there was just no place for Whitaker to go. It was a read option. And it looks like it's going to be a loss of 1. So 2nd 11 for the Thatcher Eagles. For the Pima Rough Riders. Ten minutes left in the second. Whitaker in shotgun formation this time. He's going to send Young in motion. He's going to hand the ball to Young. Young on the outside. Young is brought down by 88. Cole Moats. And then 34, Quintin Turley at the very end there for the Eagles. Looks like about a gain of 5 yards. There is a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. So that's going to take it back 10 yards. So just when Pima gets a little of momentum going around the end, they get marched back. Big Quintin Mack into the lineup, senior tackle and nose guard for Thatcher. He just recently this week got an offer to play at Whittier College in California. And if you didn't know it, they were the Poets. So congratulations to him. Pima's back to the line of scrimmage. Whitaker under quarterback, under the center. He drops back to pass, and in comes quickly Riley Morris. Screenplay. Whitaker gets it off to number 30, Murrieta. Murrieta's going to get it almost back to the line, the original line of scrimmage. So screen set up perfectly for Pima. They let everybody through. Whitaker gets rid of the ball and brings the ball out to about the 14-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Rough Riders. So nice different look from Pima. And another 3rd down. Whitaker back in shotgun formation. This time no motion man. He fakes. He's going to come around the end on the left side, and he's going to be brought down. That's Quintin Turley and Shumway for the Eagles. We're going to bring up, he's going to lose about it's going to be the original line of scrimmage, so no loss, no gain. It's going to be 4th down. And you can pretty much Pima's going to punt it this time. So number 25, Tyson Hawkins back to punt for Pima. Brenton Dodge and Quintin Turley back deep about the 45 and 50. Snaps up to the right, and Hawkins gets it off. The ball takes a Thatcher bounce. And about the 30. Thatcher didn't think that the Pima had touched the ball, so they ran up to try to get it, but it's going to be down on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, Eagles. So 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Thatcher Eagles 14. Pima Rough Riders 0 with about 8 minutes left. Score update from Sarita. Safford is up 14-0. So 14-0 for Safford down in Sarita. Thatcher's going to come to the line. Courtson under quarterback. I formation. Gives to the second man. That second man is Quintin Turley. Quintin Turley is a senior for Thatcher. He's listed at 5'7", 160, but he plays about 6'2", 220. He accelerates through the ball and getting that time gets ahead for about 2 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. For the Eagles. Eagles come to the line. They're going to send Kamai to the bottom of the screen. Javen Montoya out top. Courtson on the quarterback in the I formation. He's going to fake the pitch, keep the ball up the middle. He breaks 3 tackles, runs over a tackler before Young tackles him of about the 10. There was just only one more guy between him and the end zone, and Young's able to bring him down. So that's what happens in this option. Thatcher has so many weapons. They can give the ball to the first man through. They can the quarterback can keep the ball. He can pitch it. So you have to be aware of all 3. So 1st and goal for Thatcher from the 9-yard line. Courtson under center. Goodman out wide with Moats. Courtson gives it to the first man through. That's number 32, Brock Jones. He breaks 2 tackles and is brought down on the 1-yard line. So Brennan Hughes brings down Brock Jones on the 1-yard line. So 2nd and goal for the Eagles. Brock Jones and Quintin Turley lined up in the I formation behind Quintin. Quintin gives it to Brock Jones once again, up the middle. Touchdown, Brock Jones. His 2nd of the evening. Another 1-yard touchdown run by Brock Jones. Going to take this score before the PAT to 20-0. So, just typical Thatcher football. They're going to run the ball, they're going to pound it at you, and they're going to wear you down. So with 6 minutes left in the 2nd quarter, Connor Russell for the PAT. Ball's down, kick is up, and it hits the right and falls back. So 20-0 Thatcher. 6 minutes left to go over the Rough Riders here in Thatcher.
This Thatcher High School Booster Club live stream is brought to you by KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill. For a taste of the islands, go to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher. Their friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. The menu is big and their food is mo better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. We'd like to thank our sponsors, as we couldn't do this without them.
Welcome back, Thatcher High School versus Pima Rough Riders. Connor Russell back to kick. He's going to kick it deep. It's going to be taken by Young at about the 10-yard line. 10 to the 15 to the 20. Breaks through one tackle, flag on the play, and he's brought down about the 24-yard line. So deep kick, makes a man miss. We do have a penalty on the play. Personal foul. Illegal contact to the helmet. Illegal contact to the head by the Pima Rough Riders. Going to march them back 15 more yards. So instead of having the ball at about the 25 with great field position, it's going to be at the 10. So 1st and 10 from the 10 for the Rough Riders. Rough Riders are going to have Ashby out left and out right at the top of your screen, and Young down left. Whitaker under center with Murrieta. Murrieta's going to get the ball around the left side. Good block, but is brought down by a diving Brick Skousen, who brings down Murrieta in the backfield. One more defender, and he probably could have got about 10 more yards, but Brick Skousen comes out of nowhere and grabs him by the shoestring and brings him down. His first tackle of the evening for the Eagles. So Pima back up to the line. Whitaker under center. Whitaker keeps the ball, goes nowhere. Maybe 1 yard. Thatcher defensive line is just pushing through Pima at this point. They're going to have to get some push back the other way if they want to move this ball. So 3rd and 9 for Pima from about the 11. 5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Looked like movement, and yes, it was. That was number 16, Brennan Hughes. So false start on the offense. It's going to back them up 5 more yards. So 3rd and 14 or 15, deep in their own territory. Eagles come to the line. Whitaker under center. Thatcher showing blitz. 27 Bricks Galzin in. Whitaker off this back foot throws into double coverage. Quintin and Goodman had and Morris, so triple coverage to Young. No chance. Young, I've seen him play basketball. I know he can jump. Jumped as high as he could. The ball was just out of his reach. So 4th down, 15. Back to punt, Tyson Hawkins. Back deep to receive. For Thatcher is going to be Brenton Dodge and Quintin Turley. Better punt this time. It's going to be taken about the 40 by Dodge. Dodge full speed ahead, straight up the middle. Met by a host of Rough Riders and a pile. As they bring him down about the 30. So a 25-yard punt return for Thatcher. 4 minutes left in the second as they take over 1st and 10 from the 20. Score update from Sarita. Sarita just scored a 2-point conversion, so 14-8. Safford leaves Sarita down in Tucson. So Thatcher back to the line of scrimmage. Outright, it's going to be Trace Goodman. Riley Morris lead blocking for Quintin Turley. Ball handed to him as the second man through. He's going to gain about 2. So, for the most part, the Rough Riders are getting to the second back. Thatcher's kind of gone away from their veer option, and that's led to shorter gains for them and allowed Pima an opportunity to stop them as it's 2nd and about 9 from the 19. Jack Quintin under center. Riley Morris immediately behind him. Brenton Dodge into the game as the second back. Pitch to Brenton Dodge outright. Big block by Javen Montoya. And Brenton Dodge gets that block and goes for 18 yards down to the 2-yard line before he's brought down by Young. 1st down and goal, Thatcher. So great block. That was all made by Javen Montoya, who comes in from wide receiver. Takes out the end, and then the lead blocker takes out the corner, and Brenton Dodge splits the defenders and travels for 18. 1st and goal, Thatcher. 3:22 left in the second quarter. Dodge and Morris in the backfield. Quintin under center. Quintin's going to give it to Riley Morris. And from 2 yards out, Riley Morris puts Thatcher on top. 26-0. So just simple pitch and catch for Thatcher. That's what they do. They've thrown 1 pass all night, and that was to Cole Moats. Everything else has been typical Thatcher, pounding the ball. 5 yards, 6 yards, 10 yards, 20 yards, touchdown. Looks like Thatcher's going to try to get that extra point back and go for 2. Quintin under center. Quintin's going to give to the first man through. Untouched. Riley Morris. 2-point conversion. It's going to make this score 28-0. 28-0 in favor of Thatcher. 3 minutes left to go in the second half. This is your Thatcher Booster Club YouTube feed.
We'd like to congratulate Michael SCHMICKLE for winning the Thatcher High School Booster Club raffle. He will be selecting his prize tonight at halftime.
So we're back to Mickelson Field. Connor Russell. Short kick. Taken about the 25 by Whitaker. Whitaker's going to move it out to about the 33. So 1st and 10 Rough Riders from the 33. 28-0 Thatcher leads the Rough Riders. I want to make a note tonight. The Rough Riders are playing without their star running back, number 7, Caleb Blair, who's out with an injured hip. He's been the difference in their last 3 wins as he's ran the ball for several touchdowns, many, many yards. And so they're really missing him tonight as they come up to the line once again. They're going to send 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Young is going to be about 4 yards off the ball outright as Whitaker's in the shotgun. Whitaker takes the ball, and it's all quarterback keep from there, and he is hit hard. Number 42, Ben Shumway, from the linebacker position comes up. That was a quarterback keeper from the very beginning. Spread everybody out one-on-one, and one-on-one versus Ben Shumway, and no gain for Whitaker as he takes that for no gain. So lots going on at halftime. They're going to be giving away lots of prizes, so stay tuned for that at halftime as the Booster Club gives away a chance to win an Aston home. Pima back to the line. Sends Young in motion. Whitaker gives the right to Murrieta, and Murrieta is immediately met in the backfield. Number 50, Braden. Excuse me, that's James Shumway. So you have Ben Shumway in the game, and you have his brother, James Shumway, in the game now. Thatcher's going to start subbing in some people. Timeout on the field by Thatcher. And we'll...
This Thatcher High School Booster Club live stream is brought to you by KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill. For a taste of the islands, go to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher. Their friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. The menu is big and their food is mo better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. We'd like to thank our sponsors as we couldn't do this without them.
Welcome back to Mickelson Field. Pima comes to the line immediately. Whitaker is in shotgun. He's back to throw. He's looking the entire way for Young. Young went out for about a 15-yard out and wasn't able to catch that. Jones on the coverage for Thatcher. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 10 for Pima. So 4th down and 10 for Pima. Turley and Dodd are back deep for the Eagles. And number 25, Tyson Hawkins, back to punt. He takes the kick. Great kick this time. Taken on the other side on the 40. Dodge wide right. He's getting a great block by Trace Goodman. Breaks a tackle, gets out wide. Finally brought down. Little scrum over on the Thatcher sidelines as number 50, Trevor Pazinski, brings down Brenton Dodge at pretty much the original line of scrimmage from where Thatcher punted it. Now it looks like we're going to have a flag late. We'll find out what that flag's for. I have a good feeling it's going to come from the Thatcher sidelines as there was nobody around for Pima. Unsportsmanlike Thatcher. So that'll back them up 15 yards. And Thatcher will take over 1st and 10 from the 41. Thatcher called a timeout earlier to get the clock stopped because with the hopes they'd get the ball back. They now have the ball back with 2 minutes, wanting to add on to this lead. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Moats split left up at the top of your screen. Goodman down at the bottom. We're going to have Gavin Bryce and Quintin Turley in the backfield. Quintin under quarterback. Some confusion. Looks like something's wrong with one of the Pima's players' equipment, so he comes off the field. He'll get that taken care of as they send one man back in. So, looks like it's going to be 1st and 15. Looks like they gave him a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 from the 40. Quintin lines up under the center. Quintin hands it, fakes the first man through, keeps the ball, makes one fake, gets a great block by Quintin Turley, and goes 40 yards for a touchdown. I hear lots of booing going on. We'll see if there's a flag on the play. And it looks like we're going to have that touchdown called back. Referee Dwayne Despain explaining it to Coach Morales over on the sidelines. So redo a first down. Something happened down there that happened. The crowd's not happy. We're going to move on. 1st and 15, Thatcher from the 40. Gives it to the first man through as he's brought down by number 73, Trey Nelson for Pima. That's Bryce. That's Turley for 1-yard game. 2nd down and 14. Thatcher's in their hurry-up offense. Quintin under center. Keeps the ball. He has a blocker out in front. Great block by Quintin Turley. Quintin out 10. Makes a move 5. And he's going to be out of bounds. Out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So 35-yard quarterback keeper. As he reads the defense, keeps the ball, and gets a great block out front by Quintin Turley. 1:21 left here in the 2nd quarter. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5. Eagles lined up in the hurry-up offense once again. Cole Moats out left wide. Trace Goodman out right. Ball snapped, given to Gavin Bryce. First man through, touchdown, Thatcher. So Gavin Bryce, another short yardage touchdown for Thatcher, is going to take this score to 34 to 0 with 1:16 left. Seth Lunt to hold, Connor Russell back. 3 steps back, 2 steps to the left, ball's down, and it's good. Connor Russell with another PAT. Point after attempt is going to bring this score to 35-0. Thatcher.
Come to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher for a taste of the islands. Our friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Our menu is big. Our food is more better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. Come see us at KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill.
All right, we're back here at Mickelson Field, Eastern Arizona College, Thatcher's home stadium. Thatcher Eagles 35, visiting Pima Rough Riders 0. We'll talk more about halftime about where Thatcher sits, where Pima sits, their remaining schedule, and what's going to happen as they continue conference play over the next 3 weeks and prepare for state. This is a good Pima team. They just come up against the defending two-time state champions, Thatcher Eagle. Connor Russell to kick. Short kick. Goes 10 yards. Caught by number 56, Brigden Hughes. And Pima will get its best field position of the night. Looks like it's going to be about the 47-yard line with about 1:15 left in the half. Lots of halftime activities here in Thatcher. Thatcher Booster Club will be given the opportunity to a lucky contestant who was drawn the other night, an opportunity to draw out of 250 envelopes for a brand new house and other prizes. Whitaker under center for Pima. Young split right. Back, first man through. It's going to be number 25, Tyson Hawkins. He's going to get the ball to about the 49. They're going to spot it at the 50. So 3-yard game. 3-yard game for Pima. Second down and about 6 for the Rough Riders. As time's running down, about 50 seconds left. Whitaker under center again for the Rough Riders. Young outright. Ball's given to Murrieta on the right side, and Pima gets across the 50 to about the 53. Brought down by number 55, Jared Mueller. First time we've called his name tonight. So 3rd and 5 for Pima. 15 seconds left. If they want one more play, they're going to have to get to the line and snap this. 10 seconds. Whitaker under center. Whitaker takes a snap. Looking pass all the way. Back deep. He's hit as he's thrown. Ball is up. It's going to be a jump ball and knocked down as Young is covered by about 4 Eagles, and that's going to bring us to halftime. Halftime here at Mickelson Field, Eastern Arizona College. Thatcher Eagles 35, Pima Rough Riders 0. We'll be back after this short message from our sponsors.
This Thatcher High School Booster Club live stream is brought to you by KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill. For a taste of the islands, go to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher. Their friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Their menu is big and their food is mo better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. We'd like to thank our sponsors, as we couldn't do this without them.
Welcome back to John T. Mickelson Field here at Eastern Arizona College as Thatcher Eagle Marching Band takes the field for the halftime performance. We've got a lot of halftime activities planned. We'll try to stay onto the air as much as we can to let you know what's going on. Just a recap of the scoring early in the first quarter. Quintin Turley, a 1-yard touchdown. Shortly after that, another 1-yard touchdown by Brock Jones, who followed that up with another touchdown from 1 yard out. And that brought that score to 20 after a missed PAT by Russell, 20-0. Then a 2-yard touchdown run by Morris brought the score to 28-0 after Morris ran in the 2-point conversion. And then just at the end, with about a minute and a half left in the second quarter, 5-yard touchdown run by Gavin Bryce brought that score to 35-0. So 35-0 here. Thatcher Eagles lead the Pima Rough Riders. The 2A rankings came out this week, and no surprise, Thatcher is number 1. The thing that I think surprised everybody was how many 2A black, that's the region that Thatcher were in the top 10. So Thatcher was at number 1. Arizona Lutheran, who Pima lost to early in the season, is number 2. Trivium Pep is number 3. Morenci, who played at Thatcher to a 14-point game early in the season, is number 4. They're in Morenci playing Cobra tonight, Cobra, New Mexico. We'll see how that game goes. St. John's, who's also undefeated, who Thatcher will get after the bye week next week, sitting at number 5. Tonopah Valley, number 6. Pima Rough Riders, your Pima Rough Riders, are sitting at number 7. Number 7 and Round Valley, number 8, to round out 5 of all 5 2A black teams in the top 10. So tough conference. Pima's played a tough schedule. No different tonight as they run into number 1 Thatcher. Pima schedule the rest of the way out has them playing St. John's next week. It's going to be a tough game down in St. John's, and they're going to get Morenci and Round Valley. So it doesn't get any easier for Pima, but this is going to be a good opportunity for them to build on this. And if they can possibly get 1, maybe 2 more wins with as tough a conference as they're in, they may get into the playoffs. So Thatcher sitting at number 1. The rest of their schedule looks like this. They're going to have a bye week next week. And then they're going to head up to St. John's. They're going to play the undefeated St. John's Redskins. And then probably the game everybody circled on their calendar, after, especially after last week. Round Valley came back from down 14-7 and beat Phoenix Christian. So Round Valley will be on the 19th in Round Valley. So that's going to be a great game and a good test for Thatcher. The last game of the season for Thatcher is going to be Santa Rita. They're winless. They haven't won a game all year long. And so that's not going to be much of a test for them as they close out their season. Sorry about that, a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are back as the Thatcher Band continues to perform their show. They'll be performing at their state performances over the next few months as they perfect their program. If you look way out on the other side of the field, I think we're going to end up with a parade of cars, but you're going to see lots of new vehicles. You're going to see the Thatcher Booster Club trailer. You're going to see the KAINOA'S vehicle as they're our sponsor this evening. Also Razor by GILA Outdoors. Gila Valley Polaris has donated a Razor for tonight's drawing. So again, one guy, this is, and I'll get his name in a minute, but one guy is going to have an opportunity to draw from 250 envelopes. So first of all, he had to be drawn from about a huge drum of tickets yesterday evening, and so he was the lucky winner of that, and now his odds get even better as he's down to 250. The worst he can do tonight in one of those envelopes, the worst envelope is $750, and there's a lot of those. So the worst he can do is walk away here with $750. The best he can walk away with is a $200,000 home by Aston Homes. Lots of other prizes, a truck by Dodge, several cars. I don't have a list in front of me, but the community has came out and donated. This has been a great contest, raised a lot of money for Thatcher Booster Club, and man, I'd like to be that guy to get to pick that envelope tonight. So we're going to get to enjoy that and a few other things. Right now, we'll go ahead and kick it to our sponsors one more time. And I just got the name Michael Schmick. Michael Schmick. That's going to be the best way that I have to last night I heard it was SCHMICKLE, so we're going to go with Schmick or SCHMICKLE, one of the two, but he's the lucky winner. So we're going to take a quick break here from Mickelson Field, and we'll be back after this short message.
We'd like to congratulate Michael Schmickle for winning the Thatcher High School Booster Club raffle. He will be selecting his prize tonight at halftime.
K-Sun.
A little hard to see. Very much respect for Lee Patterson, and as we go through this, this is the Thatcher Booster Club feed. Tonight's sponsored by KAINOA'S. Mo Betta there, and so they got great smoothies down there too. Thatcher Spirit Line's gonna take the field one more time. And just to remind you, last year this score was 52-20. At one time, Pima did lead 12-6 after it was tied 6-6 at halftime. So much different game tonight, dominated by the Thatcher run, as always. I actually think that that's intentional on Thatcher's part. They're not going to show anything if they don't have to. They are capable of passing. They have some great receivers. Trace Goodman, Javen Montoya, Kamai, Jonah Kamai, Ben Shumway, Spencer Stevens, Cole Motes. Lots of weapons out on the passing side of the ball, but they're going to run the ball, and that's exactly what they've done tonight. All 5 touchdowns have come from the run, short yardage, run the ball down the field. 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards, 5 yards, touchdown. So that's what Thatcher does. That's what they always do, and you've got to stop it. And then when you stop it, you're going to have to watch out for their pass. So with that being said, score is 35-0. That doesn't reflect the season that Pima's had. Pima's had a great season, as I said. They're 3-2. Slow start, but picked up momentum the last 3 weeks. And again, their biggest loss is going to be Caleb Blair tonight. They miss him. They miss him running the ball. They miss him on defense. He's been dealing the last 3 weeks with a hip injury, and he was day-to-day, and it looks like they've decided that they're going to keep him out of this game tonight. And as they evaluate that, that's probably a good idea. They've got a tough schedule ahead of them, and this is the toughest of the last 4 games they have. So give him some rest. And if you'll see down in the front, they're lining up those envelopes for that lucky winner, Michael, to draw from. So they're going to be recognizing the Booster Club members at this time here on the field.
Next is our favorite Hawaiian place, KAINOA'S. Parker Blair is out there tonight. And then
again, an update from Sarita down in Tucson. Thatcher is up, Safford is up 20-8 on Sarita. Safford has won their last few games and are looking a little bit better. They're going to come into the hard part of their schedule coming up. Actually, they're going to play 2 easier teams, and then the last 2 games of the season, they're going to play Push Ridge and Sabino. So look for Safford to continue their push for the playoffs, just as much as Pima is, and Thatcher. He's pretty much locked up a playoff spot, but they want to be undefeated, and that's their goal this year. To get back to that state championship game, to go back to back to back. So the festivities are continuing here. As you can see down in front there, they got the wind, took the envelopes off of the table. And so they're lining those envelopes back up. There's going to be 250 envelopes. Inside those envelopes is going to be anything from a brand new house to Suns, Diamondbacks, and Cardinals tickets to $25,000 cash. Arizona Dodge has donated a pickup.
Speaking of Rob Hatch and Arizona Dodge, we're going to invite the winner of our raffle who works for him, Michael SCHMICKLE. He's over
okay,
at the
so SCHMICKLE. I have
wants to
official
make his way
confirmation
to
that
the
his name
middle
is
of the field.
Michael
I don't know
SCHMICKLE.
if he can hear me, but he's going to want to participate. The way we are doing this, you can see there on the table, there's 250 envelopes.
And
he won our raffle last night. By the way, our raffle
what
last
you're
night
seeing
was
is
our best fundraiser that we've ever had as a booster club, and all of you participated, and I just want to thank you for that. But Michael won last night. They're new to our community, and what a way to be
That's
welcomed
Michael
in is to
SCHMICKLE.
win this raffle.
His cowboy hat. He's meeting Mr. Dodge and Lance Shoup from Gila Valley Polaris. Mr. SCHMICKLE works for Dodge as a parts manager or a parts person. I spoke with Rob Hatch before the game, and he wants to give away that pickup. He wants Mr. SCHMICKLE to pick that envelope.
Global View Capital is donating season tickets, lower bowl to the
So as he
Suns,
makes his way, I'm
Diamondbacks,
sure he's
Cardinals.
nervous. But again, the
Michael
worst he can do is
Romney, a
$750.
$25,000 solar install.
You can get solar
Napa
panels,
Auto Parts, $25,000 cash.
dental work from braces
Palmer and
to
Johnson Dental, a
whatever.
$200 Invisalign.
Invisalign, it sounds like.
$1,000 store credit. Eagles Roost, $1,000 store credit.
Several stores with
Plus
$1,000.
Mechanicals doing a $15,000 HVAC. A trip to Hawaii.
$15,000 in HVAC.
Tires is giving us
Hawaiian trip.
of tires.
New tires. So he's got a lot of prizes to pick from. Some well over $750, and he's looking at all these envelopes. He's going to search through them. All the envelopes look the same. He needs to just grab one. So he's talking to his wife. It looks like she says, "I don't care." He's going to keep digging through there and hopefully get some sort of sign about what he wants to do. And he reaches down on the bottom, throws one back, gets another one. He's shuffling. Looks like he's finally, he's trying to look through it now. That's not going to happen. So it looks like he's got it in his hand and he's going to go with it. If he doesn't pick that envelope, I want them to pick that envelope up and see what he would have won. But this envelope has been given. Kaysen Crosby runs it up. It's going to be given to Matt Palmer. Matt Palmer is going to bring it into the booth and give it to Dave Palmer. So here we go. Let's find out what Mr. SCHMICKLE is going to win. And this place is going to erupt. They're opening the envelope now. Let's keep an eye on Mr. SCHMICKLE. Crowd's getting a little anxious. The Eagles
Shut
ready.
the front door. He won a brand new $75,000 Arizona Dodge truck.
And he wins the $75,000 Dodge truck.
All right. Let's hear
Can
it
you
for
believe
Arizona
that?
Dodge.
And he goes and Rob Hatch gives his wife a hug, goes over and
Hey,
congratulates. I told you before it started,
turnaround is
Rob
right
wanted him
here.
to give away that truck.
The
He picked
winner,
that truck out
Mike
of
SCHMICKLE, won a $75,000 truck to Arizona
envelope.
Dodge. What a treat.
$75,000 truck.
Love it. Thank you all. Thatcher Athletics rocks.
Wow, this is Thatcher Booster Club and athletics at their finest. This money will go to good cause, and I know that Mr. Hatch is happy. He loves helping the community and everything that he does for them. And wow, what a special opportunity to win that. And I'm sure that I'll just take the fun out of it. He's going to have to pay some taxes for that, but I'm sure he's not going to care. So he's going to get a brand new truck, and we get a great contest, a great raffle. I bought some tickets, and when they called his name last night, they said Michael, and that's my name, obviously. So I got a little bit of a heart rush because my odds just went better in my favor. But it was Mr. SCHMICKLE who wins the Dodge, and just as happy as Mr. SCHMICKLE is, Rob Hatch is also happy. And when you can have a sponsor be happy about giving away a prize, that's just the best there is. Let's go ahead and visit our sponsor one more time before halftime, and we'll come back with second half action.
Come to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher for a taste of the islands. Our friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Our menu is big. Our food is more better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. Come see us at KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill.
All right, we're back at Mickelson Field, home of your Thatcher Eagles, and 35-0 Thatcher, about a minute left. I'm sure they might add a little bit of time to give the players a couple extra minutes to warm up, but man, lots going on. Pretty exciting here. Brand new Dodge given away. Down in Safford, I just got an update. Jarek Arbizo has all 3 touchdowns for Safford as they continue to lead Sarita 20-8. And back here, we're going to prepare for the kickoff. What needs to happen this second half? Thatcher's probably going to bring in some second-string players. Pima's going to need to take advantage of that so that they can just work on some things for the next 3 weeks. Again, Caleb Blair not being in this lineup is a big loss for the Rough Riders, but hopefully he'll be back next week, and when they travel up to St. John's. St. John's is a mystery. No one knows. They are undefeated, but they haven't played that many great teams, but they haven't played any real bad teams either. So they're sitting at 5-0 and waiting for the Rough Riders. They're actually playing tonight also. So here we are, second half action from Thatcher. Thatcher 35, Pima 0. So the teams are back out on the field. Looks like the stretching is over. Coach is talking to the players, and they're going to decide. And if you remember correctly, Thatcher deferred, so it's going to be Thatcher football. It looks like they're going to be working left to right on your screen tonight for the second half to open as they come out, and they're going to receive the ball for the first time tonight. Looks like our punter and also is going to be our kicker. That's going to be Tyson Hatch for Pima. He's going to put the ball down. Back deep for Thatcher is going to be 35, Quintin Turley. Number 28, Riley Morris. Javen Montoya. So Javen Montoya and Quintin Turley back deep.
Number 25, Tyson
Riley Morris
Hawkins.
and Brenton Dodge are going to be your up men.
Turley, Morris.
As we get ready for second half action here at Eastern Arizona College. Big kick, kicks along the ground, hits a Thatcher player, live ball scrumbling around, and finally Riley Morris jumps on the ball. Loose ball, Pima just couldn't get to it. Great idea. This is going to be Thatcher's worst starting position of the evening, if we can say that. It's going to be on the 32 of their own side of the field, and it's going to be 1st and 10. Looks like Thatcher's going to continue with their starters. Courtson at quarterback. As they come to the line. So here we go, 1st and 10. Start the second half for the Thatcher Eagles. As we're going to have Jack Courtson under quarterback. Pima comes with the rush. Courtson keeps it, pitches it back to Dodge. Dodge has room to run around the left side. It's going to be one man to beat. He gets around Young, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, 25, 30-yard line. Hayden Ashby knocks him out of bounds after about a 40-yard gain for Brenton Dodge around the outside, and that's what happens. The quarterback fakes it to the first man through. He holds on to the ball. He gets the opportunity to keep it and run, or pitch it, and he pitches it to Brenton Dodge, who once he gets some steam going, him or Quintin Turley, they're gone. Usually Trevin Clark's back there taking that ball too. He's actually has a hyperextended knee. He's going to be day-to-day, week-to-week for the next few weeks. So here we are, Thatcher ball. Trace Goodman. Let's get the ball to one of the receivers. Maybe we'll stop running. That's a doubtful wish, but here we go. Courtson on quarterback. Was I right? He rolls out right. He's being chased by several Eagles. He throws it. He's up. Goodman on the 1-yard line, just out of bounds. So, hey, I predicted it right. Thatcher comes out, tries to throw the ball. Courtson was pressured. Thatcher had 3 receivers out there. Trace Goodman tries to stay in bound and catches that ball. He's surrounded by 2 Rough Riders. Young was deep for the Rough Riders. So 2nd and 10 from the 30. Thatcher ball. They tried to throw it. Dollar says they're going to run it now. So we're going to have Brock Jones and Dodge in the backfield. Javen Montoya and Goodman split right and left respectively. And Quintin goes back to pass and is sacked deep for about a 15-yard loss by number 56, Brigden Hughes. There was no blocking. It looks like that was Thatcher's little screen play that they run, where he rolls out right and throws it back to the left, and Pima was just too fast, and that's what has to happen. Once if you let guys through, if they're faster than your recovery, you're gonna lose yards. So here we are, 3rd and 20. It looks like for Thatcher, 23 to be exact. And it looks like Kamai and Moats split wide. Quintin back to throw. He's going to just throw it up for Moats. Moats has got his guy beat, and he just misses the ball out of his outstretched hands. So 4th and 20 for Thatcher. Thatcher did this a couple of weeks ago. They were ahead in the game, and they came out and tried to throw the ball 3 consecutive times. They actually did it against Stafford, so it was a couple weeks ago, and nothing came of it. So here we are, back deep to punt for Thatcher is going to be Quintin, and it looks like Young is going to be back deep for the Rough Riders. Fake. Ball is given inside to Riley Morris. Riley Morris one-on-one gives Young a one move, spins, no flags, touchdown Thatcher on the fake punt. So Thatcher fake punt. Looks like 43 yards. 43 yards, Riley Morris on the fake punt. There was no reason to punt that. So they catch Pima off guard, and he takes it in. 6 more points for Thatcher, 41-0. Riley Morris' second touchdown of the evening as he goes 43 yards for the Thatcher score. Seth Lunt down to hold. Connor Russell 2 steps back. 2 steps to the left. Ball's down. Kick is up. Kick is good. 42-0. Thatcher. So 42-0 Thatcher. 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter over the Rough Riders. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsor.
This Thatcher High School Booster Club live stream is brought to you by KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill. For a taste of the islands, go to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher. Their friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Their menu is big and their food is mo better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. We'd like to thank our sponsors, as we couldn't do this without them.
Back to action here in Thatcher as Connor Russell punts. Squibbler to Young. Young finally gets clear, takes it from about the 20 to just over the 30 to about the 32. Looks like we're going to get some Thatcher subs into the game. I'll try to get you those as I see them. But 1st and 10, Pima. Some score updates. Round Valley leads St. John's at halftime, 21-7. So Round Valley giving St. John's their first real game of the season, and St. John's is down. So Round Valley is going to come out a winner of that. Morency's up 20 tonight on Cobre. As Whitaker gives the ball to the first man through, as he's met by a host of Eagles. It's going to be Murrieta. Murrieta's going to get 1, maybe 2. So 2nd down, 10 yards for the Pima Rough Riders. Pima comes to the line. Whitaker's under center. Young out right. Whitaker back to pass. He's looking at Young the whole entire time. Screen pass just overthrown. So Pima sets up a screen pass. Whitaker's looking right the entire time. Thatcher recognizes that it's a screen and just covers them, and bad throw by Whitaker brings up 3rd and 10. Now, with the incomplete pass, it's 42-0. The clock's going to run. So running clock the rest of the way unless Thatcher scores. State of Arizona High School, 42 points, and the clock runs. So it's going to go pretty quick over the next quarter and a half unless Pima can get something going here and get a score. So Whitaker back in shotgun formation. Young to his right. He's probably going to send him in motion. He does so. Here comes Young in motion. Hands it to Young. Young off the left side. Riley Morris misses, and in the hit. Young is 34. Quintin Turley. Big hit out of the backfield. The one thing you can say about this Thatcher defense is they do what's called gang tackling. And not just one guy, but several guys are going for the ball. And that's going to bring up 4th and 10. No gain. Me personally, I'd like to see Young run just a little bit faster. Things just seem to be slowly developing for Pima. Back deep to punt. One more time is going to be Hawkins for Pima. He gets it. Straight punt off the side of his foot. Out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. It's going to be a whole punt of about 15 yards. So Thatcher's going to take the ball over on the 44-yard line. So it looks like there's about a 12-yard punt. So first down, Thatcher. So 42-0 Thatcher on Pima. About 7 minutes left in the second quarter. I think the air has kind of gone out of this game from the score to someone winning a big truck, and I think all the fans are just silly, eating all their cotton candy, I guess. So Thatcher gives the ball. Courtson gives the ball to Riley Morris on a weird handoff. Riley Morris goes left, makes a couple riders miss, and is finally brought down after about a 25-yard gain by number 56, Brigden Hughes. So messed up play in the backfield. Courtson finally just kind of gives it to Riley Morris, and Riley Morris turns it on around the left side. First down, Eagles on the 25-yard line. Clock continues to run. First and 10 Eagles. It looks like we're going to have bottom outright. Trace Goodman up top is going to be Javen Montoya. In the backfield, in the I formation, is going to be Morris, and Turley is Courtson is under center. Fakes the ball to Morris, gets some speed around the outside. One guy to beat, gives Young just a little juke, and is in the end zone. 23 yards, Courtson for the touchdown. To bring that score from 42 to 48, pending the PAT. As Courtson, who ran a touchdown earlier that was called back for some sort of weird, the refs weren't ready, finally gets one, keeps it, fakes it to Morris, and takes it 23 yards off the right side. Great blocking by Thatcher. Ball is down. Seth Lunt and Connor Russell good. So here we are. 49-0. 49-0. Thatcher Eagles lead the Pima Rough Riders here in Thatcher. Word from our sponsors, KAINOA'S.
Come to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher for a taste of the islands. Our friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Our menu is big. Our food is more better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. Come see us at KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill.
So here we are back in Thatcher. Connor Russell back to kickoff. Back deep is Young and Murrieta. Young's going to get that ball. Same place, all night line, 10-yard line. He's out to the 20. This time he tries to get around left, and he does. This time he breaks free. He's at the 40, the 50. He's got two blockers in front of him. 40, 30, as my friend would say, he gone. 10, 5, touchdown, no flags. Pima, and Pima goes crazy. Young, that's a 90-yard kickoff return for Young, and the Pima Rough Riders get on the board, and I just saw a flag at the 30. It looks like Pima saying decline it. So something happened. It looks like the touchdown's going to stand. So that penalty's on Pima. Illegal block to the back. Declined. That was on the kicking team, Thatcher. Touchdown, Pima. So just like that, we're back into this game. Pima Rough Riders score 49, excuse me, yeah, 49-6 pending the PAT. I think looks like Pima should go for 2. Pima went crazy. Confetti went everywhere. Student section, fight songs playing. They have the Notre Dame fight song, by the way. That's my favorite. They're lining up for 2. Whitaker's back in the shotgun. He's back. He's looking to pass. He rolls right, throws right, and it's batted down. Batted down by Brock Jones. So 49-6. Pima gets onto the board. We got ourselves a ball game. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back.
Come to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher for a taste of the islands. Our friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Our menu is big. Our food is more better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. Come see us at KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill.
All right, we're back here after some exciting football action. As it was just a great run. He gets the ball about the 10. He gets around the outside, and all he has to do is get that edge. Once he gets that edge, he has 2 blockers in front of him, and he goes 90 yards for that touchdown. During that extra point, it looks like unsportsmanlike on Thatcher. I got a text earlier saying this game was getting a little chippy down on the field, and looks like it's carried over into this second half. So that will be 15 yards. So Pima's going to get a kick off this ball from about the 35. So the 35. This is kind of an interesting situation. So anytime that this happens and you got a short field to kick it, you don't know how to kick it little soft, you don't know how to kick it in the end zone. So we're going to see what they decide to do. That's going to be Hawkins back to kick. Thatcher's just back there. There's Riley Morris, Quintin Turley, and Javen Montoya back deep for Thatcher as Hawkins gets ready to kick. Timeout, Pima. So we're going to have a timeout. Coach John Bryant didn't like the way things look, so we're going to have a timeout. Minute 36 left, 49-6, Thatcher. Take a break. Let's hear from our sponsors.
This Thatcher High School Booster Club live stream is brought to you by KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill. For a taste of the islands, go to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher. Their friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Their menu is big and their food is mo better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. We'd like to thank our sponsors, as we couldn't do this without them.
We're back at Mickelson Field in Thatcher. Pima's going to get a kickoff after their touchdown. It looks like they're going to kick a little short squibbler. Oh, Mason Underwood bobbles it, comes down, and here comes another flag. So we've got lots of contact after the play. Mason Underwood recovers the ball. See what Dwayne Despain has to say. Illegal procedure on the offense. And that's usually the ball didn't go 10 yards. So they'll make them kick it again. Clock is running. As Pima prepares to kick off the ball 5 yards further back. So it's actually okay for them. They get more room to kick it. Score is 20-16. Safford leads Sarita. Sarita is on the 6-yard line ready to score, though. Another onside kick. This time they wait for it to go 10 yards, and Underwood catches it. Falls on it this time exactly 10 yards. Thatcher's ball, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, Thatcher from the 30-yard line. 45 seconds until the end of the third quarter. As both teams come back out onto the field, we're going to see several subs, I'm sure. So, looks like we're still going to have Quintin. So, Goodman split left, top of your screen. Quintin under center. Gavin Bryce into the game. Second man through. Going to be number 20, Brenton Dodge. He gets the ball for no gain, maybe one. He's brought down really quick. That's number 77, Colby Hancock. Colby Hancock for the Pima Rough Riders. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the 3 quarters, 49 Thatcher, 6 Pima Rough Riders.
Come to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher for a taste of the islands. Our friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Our menu is big. Our food is more better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. Come see us at KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill.
And we're back at Mickelson Stadium. Remember, this is your Thatcher Booster Club YouTube feed, brought to you tonight by KAINOA'S, Mobetta. Always Mobetta at KAINOA'S. So KAINOA'S is a sponsor this evening. For this, we want to thank them for allowing us to do this. My name is Michael Thompson, Gila Valley Sportsman. Facebook, Quintin under center. First man through, fakes it, lobs it up, wide open. Trace Goodman, one move. Catches the ball 10, 20, 30, 35, 40 yards for Trace Goodman. First down, Eagles. That was a fake. Trace Goodman beat his man, and there was no one around him. He waited for the ball and was able to catch it, had one guy to beat and made a move and wasn't able to get free. So Thatcher's throwing the ball a little bit. That's good. They still have their starters in for the pretty much. Javen Montoya is going to be split left at the bottom of your screen as Trace Goodman stays at the top. Quintin under center with Bryce and Dodge behind him in the I formation. Pima's bringing the house, and Quintin gives the ball to Bryce, and Bryce muscles through for 5 yards. So Pima comes with blitz. Gavin Bryce pushes through, and they gave him a spot of about 2nd and 6. So 4-yard gain. Cole Motes into the game for Montoya, bringing in the play. And 10:42 left here in the fourth quarter. Thatcher 49, Pima 6. Quintin under center. Motes out close to us, given to the first man through. That's Bryce. Bryce gets ahead of the steam and gets another 10, 15 yards. He's brought down by number 50. That's going to be Trevor Przinski. Trevor Przinski is a junior, 5'11", 210. He anchors that Pima line down there. Does a really good job. I saw and talked to him before the game. Enjoy watching him play, his brothers play, and they do a really great job in basketball too. So here we go. 1st and 10, Eagles from the 20-yard line. Clock's running, just under 10 minutes to play. Looks like Kamai is going to be split left for Thatcher. Quintin under quarterback with Bryce and Brenton Dodge. False start. Offense. So moved a little early. Looked like number 76 moved for Thatcher. It's going to be Caden Lofgreen. So Caden Lofgreen gets in a false start. So move it back 5 yards. 1st and 15 for Thatcher. Goodman split right. Kamai split left. Binoculars. Quintin faked the ball to Bryce. Went to go pitch the ball to Dodge. And Trace Goodman coming from the other side. Jumps in between the pitch. Pima was in the backfield, had it read. Loss of 2 for Thatcher. So little trickery for Thatcher, showing something a little different. They're going to need to work on that play a little bit. But here we go. Quintin under center. Pima's bringing the house. Quintin back to pass. Quintin looking for Moats over the middle. Moats catches the ball, stays on his feet, and touchdown. No flags. Quintin to Cole Moats. So that's 25-yard touchdown. That's a 25-yard touchdown from Quintin to Moats on a simple across-the-middle pass. Moats breaks 2 or 3 tackles, stays on his feet. It's hard to bring him down. Utah State commit, if you didn't know that. Cole Moats will go and probably serve a mission first, but he'll end up at Utah State, and that's going to be a great place to watch him play. Ball is down. Connor Russell. Kick is up. It's low and just squeaks through. So 56-6, Thatcher leads. The Eagles lead the Rough Riders. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this one. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
We'd like to congratulate Michael Schmickle for winning the Thatcher High School Booster Club raffle. He will be selecting his prize tonight at halftime.
Here we are back at Eastern Arizona College campus, John Mickelson Field. So Cole Moats, Thatcher throws the ball, shows a little bit different offense for them. Deep kick by Connor Russell again, this time Young. He accelerates. When he accelerates, he does so well. He gets around the outside. He's looking for room. Pushed out of bounds about the 45-yard line. I say this about C.J. Scrivener sometimes, where he has lots of speed, and I don't feel like he gets up to top speed quickly enough. But when he does, you cannot catch him. And I say the same thing about Young for Pima. When they get going, you can't stop him. And he has speed. He got around the edge and turned what could have been a 10-yard return into a 40-yard return as Pima takes over the ball on the 45-yard line. Again, good starting field position for them with about 5 minutes left here. Whitaker still under center. He's back. He acts like he's going to pass it. He gives the ball to Murrieta. Murrieta on a draw play. Takes the ball and just gets close to the first down. I'm not so sure Pima's had very many first downs tonight. I don't have an opportunity to keep stats, but they're close now. 2nd and 1. You don't see the draw that often, and that's exactly what happened. Whitaker went back to pass, gave the ball on a draw play to Murrieta, and he takes it for 9 yards. So we're moving forward. Pima comes up to the line. Whitaker under center. Young split right. Murrieta in the backfield. He gets the ball. First down, Pima, gain of 3 yards. Brought down by number 23, Seth Lunt. Seth Lunt for the Eagles. And first down, Pima. So if Pima gets a first down, and they're moving the ball. Score in Safford, in Saharita. Safford is down to Saharita 22-20. Not sure how much time is left. Pima up to the line. Whitaker gives the ball to Murrieta again, this time out left. So 3 straight handoff to Murrieta. Murrieta gets 18 yards in the last 3 plays. Thatcher's second string is in. I'm not sure that makes a difference too much, but Pima is moving the ball. You run good plays, you make good blocks, and if it's open, it's open. It doesn't matter who you're going up against, the first string or the second string. So here we go to the line again. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Whitaker under center. Young split right. This time met. That's going to be Tyson Hawkins. Hawkins first man through, and he's met by a host of Eagles right up the middle. So 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 for the Rough Riders. And remember, next week the Eagles will be on a bye, and Pima will take on St. John's in St. John's. Whitaker under center. 3 minutes left. Whitaker back to pass. Has Young short and misses. So he had Hughes at about 10 yards and Young at about 20 yards, and Hughes just can't bring that ball in as Pima continues to get things moving. So 4th and 3, they're going to go for it. I can't imagine they're going to punt it. And they don't get this first down, Thatcher's going to go into victory formation and run the clock out. So pretty much Whitaker under center. Could be our last play for Pima. Pima gets the ball. Whitaker back to pass. Rolls right. Rolls left. One-handed catch. Great catch. I'll get you a number. That's number 25. Great catch. Tyson Hawkins out of the backfield. And it's going to be first down Pima. Under 2 minutes to play. So it shows you how much I know. Pima's going to get a couple more plays. So here we go. First down and 10, Rough Riders. Playing for pride at this point, 56-6. Thatcher has held their opponents to 6 points the last 3 weeks. Whitaker under center, back to pass. He's got one deep. Almost intercepted. As number 6, O'Donnell, steps in front of the Whitaker pass. He did have someone open just a little deeper, but wasn't able to get to him. So good read by O'Donnell, who probably was looking to the end zone and doesn't come up with it. 1 minute. 1 minute left here in Thatcher. Pima to the line. Whitaker under center. Young to the right. Whitaker fakes to both men in the backfield. Is just missed. Whitaker rolling. Whitaker still rolling. Whitaker throws the ball back other side of the field, incomplete into the end zone. So that was number 56, Grayson Schreck, who gets into the backfield, and Whitaker just gets around him. I'm not so sure Pima's going to run another play here. They might. "18 seconds. Play is coming in. They're going to try to one more play. Good job for the Rough Riders. Great game tonight. Rough Riders just a little short without Caleb Blair, and they run into a powerhouse of Thatcher football. Whitaker in shotgun formation is going to go with the Hail Mary. Ball is up in the end zone. And that ball is caught in the end zone by number 85, Ashby. 25 as time expires, 25-yard touchdown from Whitaker to Ashby to get this score to 56-12 pending the PAT. So great job for Pima getting in, running one more play. showing what they're made of, showing what they're capable of. Looks like we're not going to have another play. So that's how it's going to end tonight in Thatcher. Thatcher Eagles 56, Pima Rough Riders gets on the scoreboard late, 12 points. So here in Thatcher, 56, Pima 12. As the teams shake hands, we'll send this to break.
Come to KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill in Thatcher for a taste of the islands. Our friendly staff will take your order and bring your food to you when it's ready. No worries. Our menu is big. Our food is more better. KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill is at 3533 West Highway 70 in Thatcher. Come see us at KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill.
Okay, welcome back to Thatcher High School. We're going to give you a quick scoring recap. Quintin Turley, 1-yard touchdown. Brock Jones, 2 1-yard touchdowns back-to-back. 2-yard touchdown run by Riley Morris. 5-yard touchdown run by Riley Morris. 23-yard touchdown by Quintin. And another 25-yard run by Quintin, and then another 25-yard touchdown by Cole Motes. And so pretty much runs out to 8 touchdowns times 7 points is 56. So Pima gets onto the board by a 90-yard kickoff return by Young, and then a pass of 25 yards from Whitaker to Ashby as time expires. So final score, Thatcher 56, Pima Rough Riders 12. Thank you. This has been the Booster Club YouTube feed. My name is Michael Thompson. Chip Griffin is your EAC producer. Thank you. We appreciate you for listening tonight.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, KAINOA'S Hawaiian Grill, our commentator, Mike Thompson of Gila Valley Sportsman, our sound engineer, Tim Weed, our gaffer, Bruce Warner, our producer, Chip Griffin, and we'd like to thank you for watching this Thatcher High School Booster Club live stream. We hope you'll join us again for our next stream, Eagles Homecoming, when the Thatcher Eagles versus the Santa Rita Eagles here at John Mickelson Stadium on October 26th. We hope to see you then.